Member for University Rosedale.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Parents from Hayden Park Secondary School are here today in the legislature. They fear their school is going to be closed because the TDSB has informed them there will be no enrollment of kids in grade 9 and now grade 10. They've had no answers and no explanation as to why. Hayden Park is one of the very few schools that focuses on special education, helping our most vulnerable kids. My question is to the Premier. Can this government work to keep Hayden Park Secondary School open?
I recognize the government house member.
Speaker, the Minister, the Parliamentary Assistant, the government has been very clear. Everything we're doing in the education system for that school or every other school, it's all about putting students, parents, and teachers first. It's putting real accountability and real results. The Minister has stood in this place in regards to the supervisors, the review that they're doing. Everything's about strengthening the system. Appreciate the fact that there are members from one particular school here today. Everything we're doing, regardless of where you live, whether you live in the GTA or any other corner of Ontario, it's all about ensuring that boards or that school boards have the opportunity to succeed. The Minister stood up, talked about accountability, talked about transparency, the reasons why trustees were removed. But at the end of the day,
well, then I guess we should be able to remove other elected officials, eh?
Or any other school, it's all about putting parents and the classroom first.
This issue is very important. I'd really like the Premier to answer this question. Every school board is not being set up for success. They have seen massive funding cuts under this government year in and year out. And special education is seeing the worst cuts. We just got the EQAO results yesterday, and it shows that our schools are failing our kids who are in special education. They are not meeting learning outcomes in math, in reading, or writing. Properly investing in schools like Hayden Park, a school that specializes in special education, is the answer. My question is to the Premier. Can this government commit to keeping Hayden Park Secondary School open?
Member for Markham Newdale.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The facts are clear. Every single year, our government has been in office. We have increased education.
Yeah, but you didn't have the right amount in the first place. You know that. You've been told every year. You've actually cut. You haven't even kept with inflation. Look at these assholes clap for the destruction of our public system.
But increasing funding alone isn't enough. When the school board trustees continue to fail students,
you're failing the entire province.
Examples across Ontario where mismanagement and infighting has diverted attention away from the special education and classroom support. It is unacceptable. We will continue to invest, continue to support teachers, continue to hold school boards accountable, so that every dollar we invest go to supporting students in the classroom.
Recognize the member for Kingston and the Islands.
Thank you, Speaker. I want to go back to classrooms. This week, and I know we're all worried about what's holding kids back. And that's what the Minister says he's worried about. We're all worried about that. This week there was a parents' forum in my riding of Kingston and the Islands. And one of the things they talked about, maybe it's evacuations. This is when a kid becomes violent and you have to move all the students out of the classroom for 1 or 2 hours before they can come back. And it happens about once per week.
Well, maybe y'all shouldn't have.
In my riding. And maybe that's disturbing education. Another thing that came up in the parents' forum, many of the kids, the little kids, they're seeing that something's going to happen, and they try to prevent problems. They try to prevent things from escalating to violence. People are generally good, and even the little kids, they know when something's wrong, and they try to fix the situation. So people are basically good. And so I want to ask the Minister, you're spending money on a lot of things. Minister, why can't we have more adults per student in our schools?
Back to the member for Markham Unionville.
Madam Speaker, thank you for the question.
We'll put police in there.
To address rising violence in our school communities, our government has increased funding for school safety initiatives to the highest in Ontario history.
That's horrible.
Including
that it's going to be cops.
Psychologists, social workers, child youth workers,
this is how you guys.
Assistants. They add up to enhance direct service for students. The rise in school violence also coincides with the short-sighted decision for many school boards across the province, starting in 2017 to end the school resource officer program in schools. This is why
So
our government
resource
has
officers,
introduced
yeah,
measures
because that's who needs more
that
money.
require school boards
Who
to
needs more
work
money?
with
Police.
services to develop
Not the
school
education
resource
system itself
officer
with,
and youth
you don't want to fund
engagement
teachers.
programs that will help foster positive relations between students and law
You're just gonna make it like a
while
prison.
making schools safer.
Safer?
Kingston and the Islands.
Sounds like an idiot.
Thank you, Speaker. You know, it's not working. At the same parent forum that we had in Kingston Islands, we had some educational assistants, and one of them just showed everybody the scars on her hands from students, little kids gouging them. They're suffering physical as well as verbal abuse, Speaker, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I know the minister realizes this. What's going to happen? And you know, our kids are about the same age, the Minister of Education and I. What's going to happen to all these little kids who are violent in the classroom and disrupting the education of everybody because there's not enough adults to supervise them? What's going to happen when they grow up? What's going to happen to our society when all these kids grow up? And so I really want a good answer from the minister. Why won't you increase the adult to kid ratio in our schools right away?
Back to the member from Markham Unionville.
Madam Speaker, thank you again for the question. As I mentioned earlier, those short-sighted trustees remove adults from schools. They are police.
The trustees did that. The trustees did that? No, you didn't fund the schools enough. You didn't fund the school boards enough, you lying fuck. You're a liar.
And the teachers
Sue me,
as well.
bitches.
The adults. The teachers are adults. When they remove the
The teachers are adults.
Even the adults are in danger. We need to remove politics from class.
Remove politics? No, you're trying to remove teachers, just like that one Thornhill chick said. That's what they wanted to do, and that's what they're doing.
Through student resource officer program,
Stupid
helps build
fuckers.
Relationship between youth and police. Activity promotes positive
No.
behavior.
Except for the ones that don't have positive experiences, right? We know the information. You're just a bunch of assholes.
Recognize the member for Thornhill.
Ah, this is the chick that I'm talking about.
Thank you,
She's such a
Speaker.
bitch.
My question is for the hardworking Minister of Economic Development, Job
Oh,
Creation,
super hardworking. Yeah, that's why people are losing their fucking jobs, right?
Economic uncertainty and the trade disruptions
You guys are
caused by
fucked, and I hate
President
yourself.
Trump's
You
tariffs.
fucking
Ontario must
bitch
look for
face.
new